Well, we've just got ourselves $91 million, and to be honest, it's for a player that I've never really clicked with. Never gotten him over a 7.0. So if we add that to our club finances, take a look at the scouting page, we've got $124 million to spend. I tell you what, if we can't get into the Champions League now, I don't deserve to complete this challenge. Hello guys, and welcome back to the 31st episode of the Jürgen Klopp Challenge with Watford, where today we are in the summer transfer window where we have already made some deals, including the sale of one of our best players, Danny Olmo, but it is for a very, very hefty fee. And if we take a look all the way down here, he's not the only one to have left. It's not coming up here, but we have sold someone else. We've actually managed to get rid of Mustafi, but he hasn't actually been finalised yet, so he's leaving for $23 million. An absolute bargain for us. We got him on a free, loaned him out for the two different clubs this season, and now we're getting rid of him for $23 million. That's some tasty business from myself, if I do say so myself, and I'm actually ready to make our first signing of the season, and I'm just going to click accept right now. I will show you guys quickly why I'm making that deal, and that is because we do have some outs going on, including the Mustafi deal. We've also accepted some deals for Jack Butland, rotation option going up to about $30 million from both clubs. Very, very good amount of money for him. Rob Holding's trying to be signed by Manchester United, but I'm not budging on $40 million, even though I don't start him anymore, and I feel like it might be an intelligent move. I would be keen to get rid of him. Angelino wants to stay for now because I have offered him another wage increase, but Arsenal are coming knocking again. Queen is not going anywhere, especially not with bids of just under $20 million. And Trippier has had some bids come in as well, but nothing that I'm too excited about. If we take a look at our shortlist, I am interested in quite a few players, including the likes of Salcedo, who I'm actually looking to sign in the coming days, and I'm sure I'll be able to get this one across the line. Only $12 million. It'll either be a rotation option for us, or we'll just sell him and make a profit next year. I'm also really hoping to get Kingsley Coman across the line, but I made a transfer offer for him, and I tried to negotiate a contract. I tried to negotiate it down, but he didn't like it, and now I can't get him to negotiate with us again, unfortunately. So I'm trying to wait that one out. I keep sending bids here and there. Pereira looks like he might be coming over here. I've actually delayed this decision because we could get him for $22 million, or we could get Larola. That's not that hard to say. Larola for just $1 million cheaper. His star rating's worse, but if we actually compare the two, he does look like the better player. You know, attacking wise, he's slightly worse, but I'm not actually too concerned by that, even though that says that he's got bad attacking stats. His crossing's 15, his dribbling's 14. Like, I know he's not got the best finishing in the world, but in my books, that's a good attacking player. So I'm very interested to see what happens with those deals. I think I'm probably going to go with Larola, but I mean, Pereira is also a good backup option. I'm just looking to find some absolute world beaters. There's nothing coming up in the transfer list. You guys know I just love to say, oh, actually, no, Victor Fisher's just come up in the transfer list. That is news. That is new news. Let's get a new scout report on him, because he was actually one of the players I was looking to maybe bring in. I can't make any loan deals until those loan people that we have already in the club leave. I'm definitely not signing any of them. I wouldn't be surprised if they put Asensio up for transfer once again, and then I'd consider it if they decrease the price considerably. But right now, that's basically all the business that we're doing. I'm also trying to get rid of Cedric. No one's coming and knocking just yet. And obviously I'll deal with all these loan players once they return. But until we do sign a player, sorry, completely messed up my words there, I'm going to do some business, hopefully get some absolute bargains. But this is the first year where I'm not focusing as much on, you know, scoring some absolute deals. I'm really focusing on getting those top players like Haaland, like Donnarumma. Donnarumma wanted to leave for a period of time, actually still wants to leave. Yeah, that's also news. He's unhappy. I've kind of told him he can't leave, like Sionchu and Felipe. So if we can get some more Tonali's, Haalands, and those sort of players, I'll be very happy with how this transfer window has gone. So I'm definitely looking for a left winger, a right back, probably another midfielder, and just really anything amazing that comes up. So let's get into it, and hopefully we can sign some absolute gems to take us to the next level. And I'm hoping to compete for the title this year. I know that's a big goal, but I think if we're going to complete the challenge, we need to start doing it this season. Big news. We've won the FM Cup for I think the third time in a row. I think it's just a competition between the two teams that Football Manager actually are sponsors for in real life. I pronounced sponsors like an American there. I apologise. But we have made some transfers since last time out, and I think that's probably what you guys are here to see. And we'll take a look at the sales first. Mustafi has been confirmed. He's immediately gone down to $32.5 million. Apparently, the club aren't happy with the finances involved in that deal. They can take a look at his value now and take a look at how much I sold him for and reevaluate that decision. We've also sold Cedric, a player that we don't really need. We got him on a free, so about $4 million worth of profit there as well. Eddie Salcedo comes into our club for only $12 million, a very good deal for us. He could improve very quickly. We've also brought in Larola, yeah, I think that's how I'm going to say it. He looks like a very good right back. For a lot of time he will be able to play that role, and he just nudged ahead of Pereira because of being a lot younger, and I actually think he's a little better on paper. We've also managed to bring in Kingsley Coman, who I'm very excited about. He's not on loan. I would have preferred to have him on loan because he's got such a high wage, but for only $26 million, he's a Champions League winner in real life. I don't see how this is going to go too badly at all. And we've also brought in Zagadou in on a free for, well, obviously $0. He was on loan at Milan last year. Hasn't done a lot for Borussia Dortmund. He's definitely one that I will be able to sell for a profit or just be a very, very good rotation player. I've got this glitch going again where you can't adjust the budget. I hate it. It's so annoying. It means that I've got a bid in for Depay, but I can't make a contract offer because I can't afford it, but I actually can afford it. You know what I mean? It's really frustrating, but this is our current shortlist. I'm really just looking for the best of the best at this point. So it's a lot of simulating forward, seeing what happens, seeing who we can find, and we're currently trying to get rid of a lot of dead wood. While we're waiting for that to go through, I'll actually show you who I'm looking to get rid of because there is quite a few of them that I'm putting up on the list. So Penaranda looks like he's going for $15 million. Gabriel Barbosa I'd be happy to get rid of, but they need to bid more than, I think, $17 million was their last bid. He's worth 43, mate. You need to give me more than that. Luis Suarez is going to go for $24 million. Carles Perez is going to go for $15 million. Mendes for $26, and then I think Dalberg's going for $600k. Oh yeah, Butland rejected his offer for $30 million for both of the clubs, so I eventually had to offer him out, and now I'm only getting $15 million for him. But I'd rather get that than nothing because we've signed up Walton, and he's a fine rotation goalkeeper, so I don't feel the need to change it up. Welcome, Mohamed Ehataren. Yeah, we're probably just going to call him Muhammad because I'm not sure how to say that last name, to be completely honest. He comes in for $35 million. 3-star current ability, really doesn't tell the whole story in my opinion. He looks like a great player for the future, and he's already played a lot of great football for PSV previously. I'm pretty happy with that one. He'll be playing for us out on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. I think he'll be a really good player for us. Even if we need to play him through the middle, we definitely can do that. But that is not the only bit of business that we have done. We have made a lot of sales, and I think all of them are sales I went through last time. So I'll quickly go through them again. Perez has gone for $15 million. Penaranda has gone for $16 million. We've managed to get rid of Jack Butland for $15 million. Really annoyed that we didn't get $30 million, but that's okay. Suarez has gone for $24 million. He's the only player, I believe, apart from Butland, to have gone up in value. So maybe that one was a mistake, but I'm actually happy to get some money into the bank account. Mendes has gone for $26 million, and Dalberg has gone for $600k. So we have managed to bring in $215 million for us this year, and we still have quite a lot of it left to spend. I mean, we have spent a lot of money, but they actually reduced our transfer revenue that we keep lately. So that wasn't exactly convenient timing from the board, but I'm pretty sure that our team is looking a lot better than it was at the start of this transfer window, especially after we've gotten rid of so much of the dead weight. But we're still looking at making some more deals. No bids have gone in yet, but of course, I'm always on the hunt for them. And hopefully, as we get ready for our first game in the Premier League, which is against Bristol City, we will be able to create some better dynamics in the squad before we eventually do need to start competing for the Premier League. For the first time in absolutely ages, probably the first time in the series actually, the first game of the season has rolled around, and I'm actually feeling pretty comfortable with the squad I've created, but I have made some transfers and I'll show you guys them before we jump into that first game. I think last time I met you guys, it was Delberg that had gone out. Yeah, since then, we've done a little bit more. The main ones being Gabriel Barbosa leaving for $28 million, a very tidy profit of almost double what we got him for. And we've also managed to sell Rob Holding for a fee of $28 million, which will rise to $38 million with installments. We don't mind that at all. That's almost 4 times the amount we bought for him. So it's pretty ridiculous fees going on over here. We've also managed to loan out some rotation players, including Bruno. He's just never really lived up to the expectation, but I'm feeling pretty confident as we go into our first game of the season. The first game of the year for the Premier League has actually gone on, and it was between Chelsea and Newcastle, so I'm happy that they dropped some points there because they will be some serious competition for us this year as we try to push for the title and definitely Champions League this year. If we don't get Champions League this year, yeah, something's seriously wrong. This is the squad that we're going with for it. Oh, yeah, Donnarumma's unhappy. Yeah, we're just ignoring that. He's got a contract. He's got a release clause. I'm playing him. Sorry, deal with it. If PSG really want him, they can pay $108 million. I'm not getting rid of him for any less than that. Mainly because I can't be bothered, dealing with the finding a new goalkeeper. Also, Haaland, I think, is unhappy. I think I said the same thing to him, mate. You've got a release clause. Can't be bothered. I just want to keep you in the club. So this is the team that we're going with. We've got some debutants for, what's his name? Mohamed. It's Mohamed, isn't it? Yes, Mohamed, Coman. Then also Thiago Maia has brought himself into the first team for the first time in quite some time. He's not debut, but I just thought I'd point that out. Brooks is also starting. Larola is starting for his debut, and that is all the debutants we've seen. But apart from that, it is Tonali, Felipe Luis, the other way around, Sayuncu, Angelino, and Donnarumma filling up the squad with Haaland up top. We're on a positive mentality today. Didn't go very well last year. I'm hoping that we can use it to our advantage this season and win the first game of the season, which is against an improved Bristol City side with Rogic and Shackleton. I still have a feeling they might be going straight back down. I thought it was a friendly for quite some time leading up to this day because I was pretty certain that Bristol City wouldn't be in the Premier League. No disrespect to Bristol City, but just not my first pick personally. Sayuncu trying to score the first goal of the season. He does manage to hit the bar, which is good effort, but unfortunately we can't get it into the back of the net very early on in this game. But Brooks had a second bite at the cherry there, and I think the fact that we're already peppering that goal is certainly a sign of things to come. Tonali plays it up to Brooks, who isn't feeling completely match fit, so I'm kind of questioning my decision to start him now. But eventually Haaland has the ball in the right area, and he will certainly be wanting to create another top goal scorer season for himself this year. Maybe even break that record that we did very, very nearly break last year. If he, could have scored a hat-trick on the last day of the season, maybe he would have done it. But alas, this year he is certainly going to be working doubly as hard to get that. Brooks has just hit the post there, so I feel absolutely avenged for making sure that he is on the pitch, but we are building up straight back at them. 13 minutes gone, and I feel like we've seen so many highlights. Brooks is not the best of the highlights, I have to say. And as soon as I say you did well, you've kind of made me look like a right mug, haven't you? Maya playing it up to Mohamed. Back to Maya eventually. And gosh, we're just absolutely peppering them. If this ends in a 0-0 draw, I will be fuming. We're coming straight at them through Coman. Back to Tonali. We're trying to find gaps in the defence. And we have been doing a very good job of finding them so far. but just haven't had that final touch, and maybe it's because we hadn't played it all the way back to the goalkeeper, and now that we've done it, surely we're going to score our first goal of the season. Coman out on that left-hand side, playing it into Maya, back into Coman, who had so much space. The goalkeeper moved over a little bit too far, but he drags it just wide, and once again, we let the chances go away from us. Just slip through our fingers, but that was alright because we're coming back at them. I'm only a little bit frustrated with the team at this point, but after 20 minutes we have seen so many chances, it's honestly ridiculous. We gave it straight back to them there, but luckily we pick it straight back up, and Lirola is looking to play a ball into the middle. Eventually it comes to Haaland, who, oh my goodness, what a way to score our first goal of the season. I mean, yeah, that probably sums up how much we deserve a goal. That is just such a good way to get it into the back of the net. Haaland gets a second bite of the cherry, and it comes off Bentley's back to go into the back of the net to put us 1-0 up. I mean, I don't care how the goals come, but yeah, I think that I would have preferred it if Haaland got that first goal, just for a wee bit of confidence, and I kind of care about him getting the goal scorer once again. But as long as it's in the back of the net, I shouldn't be complaining too much. Mohamed picks up the ball in the right sort of area. Surely he's going to whip a ball in. Maya going for an unlikely strike, but he can't quite get the same accuracy that Decore probably would have gotten from outside the area, but that is okay. I'm still feeling confident with playing him, and that's the good thing about having options. If he has a bad game, I can always bring Decore off. If both of them are having bad games, we actually have Maitland-Niles, Alina. I'm speaking like I have more options than that, but I think that's about it. Actually, I think we also have Antonio. He could probably play in that position too. Brooks looking to play a ball in, and this time Haaland does actually get the goal. Brooks with the assist, and we have scored our first goal of the season, not an own goal. Very good performance from the boys so far, and going into halftime, it is good to get that confidence onto our side before we need to have a chat to them about not scoring goals. A very good header from him, and Brooks with a very good cross as per usual. Well, I say as per usual, I think that's the first time we've ever seen Brooks put in a ball and get an assist. So yeah, no, didn't have a lot to go off that one, did I? We're going to tell them not to get complacent out there. I feel like that goes without saying. I probably should have just said happy with the performance, because I mean, touch wood, there's no way we're letting this one slip. We are playing so well in comparison to the opposition. Yeah, I don't see us dropping the ball here. Nothing's happened so far in the second half, though. I'd like us to at least, get another goal in the second half. Definitely a different vibe to the first half, where we were getting a chance every 5 seconds, but eventually we do have the first chance of the half, and Lirola is in the right sort of area, back to Tonali, who we know can whip a good ball in, but that one wasn't. I mean, it was in the right area, but no one was there, so maybe next time aim for the people. Tonali, that's normally a good idea. Tonali has the ball again, having a second bite at the cherry. Eventually it comes out to Coman, who tries to cut inside, but eventually it comes out to Angelino, who lets the ball go all the way across the side. And how they've conceded 2 own goals is absolutely beyond me. I don't think I've ever seen this in the game of Football Manager, but I think this proves that Bristol City, they might be going straight back down. They've scored more goals in their own net than we have scored in theirs. And, we've been playing well this game. They almost got an opportunity there, but luckily for us, we clear it out. Coman's running away with the ball. He's the man that I'm probably going to take off if he doesn't do anything with this opportunity here. Maya does take a hit, and I actually am going to make that substitution. I mean, I feel like Coman's a good player, but he certainly hasn't shown his true colours today. We'll just say that. I'm sure he'll be able to bounce back at some point during the season, but right now, I'll just give him a wee bit of a rest. We'll also bring on Decore, and you know what? We'll make all 3 substitutions. Wilmot can come on too. He's a player that we've had out on loan. I think he's finally ready to feature in the first team. He's got some good stats, and he's a bit of a homegrown player for us. I think we did sign him from a club, so not actually homegrown. I'd love it if he was homegrown at club, because that would mean we wouldn't have to only have 23 or 22 people in our side at the Europa League. It's really annoying, but that's not the way the cookies crumbled. We really haven't got anyone. I think Myra Rappa, however you say that, is the only one we have, and he's out of contract. So we should probably start developing some youth players. We do have some coming through the ranks, but probably not in time for this series to be ending. But this game has ended, and in the most strange of circumstances, we have come away with a 3-0 win. Very happy with the performance. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as they go in the back of the net, I don't really care. But you have to say, we probably should have scored more than we did, especially considering the fact that they scored more goals than we did in their own net. But that is where we're going to end this episode. That is a very good way to start the season. We're up in first place as things stand. Not all clubs have played their games just yet, but no one else has won by 3 goals, and I'm sure no one else has won from that many own goals. I'm just amazed by that. I know I've brought it up like 5 times, but what are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? They're slim to none. I'll tell you that much for free. That is where we're going to end it. As I said before, next time we will come back for this game in the Premier League against Liverpool, and we will wrap up our transfer window, which is wrapping up at the end of next month. So we'll probably play that game against Liverpool, and then maybe the one against Arsenal, and then just simulate till the end of it, because those 2 games would be entertaining. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Sounds logical. Alright, that is where we're going to end it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are new around here for daily-ish Football Manager videos. And I will see you all later.